She was trying to blackmail you. She said if you pay her the $500, that she was going to drop the child support. She wanted to pocket that money. She was trying to milk you. I'm her father, but I wouldn't want to see my granddaughter raised by her. What's she trying to do to you?
So, Mr. Bell, your child is Miss Montgomery?
That's right, ma'am. That's right, Judge.
41 on the docket calls 2503498, a non-agreed CSRP paternity action filed by the state. Would the parties and the witness please raise their right hands? You do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
And Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Okay, all three of you can put your hands down. Starting with Mr. Walker, please state your first and last name for the record.
Dick Walker.
And ma'am, Miss Montgomery, please state your first and last name for the record.
Regine Montgomery.
And Mr. Bell, would you please state your first and last name for the record?
Lionel Bell.
And counsel for the state.
Jessica Brown Mitchell with the Office of the Attorney General.
Okay, at this point, Mr. Bell, I'm just going to mute you until you're called as a witness. Walker and Montgomery is going to stay unmuted. Okay, the court will take judicial notice of a non-agreed CSRP that was filed by the state. DNA was ordered on September the 5th, 2025. Court will take judicial notice of the DNA results filed into the record on October the 17th, 2025. Where Mr. Walker is the father of the child subject to this case. All right, counsel for the state, you say this is a hearing. And so how many minutes to put on the?
I'm asking for 20 minutes, Your Honor.
Okay, 20 minutes. You may proceed.
Because this hearing starts with tension already thick in the air. The referee digs straight into the core issue. The father has been paying the old amount, $2,300 a month, even though both sides agreed a year ago to reduce it to $2,000. The problem, the agreement was never formally entered, leaving everything in limbo. And the longer it sits unresolved, the more damage it does. From backdating to credit reporting, what should have been a simple paperwork step has turned into a year-long stall that nobody can explain. And now the court wants answers, not excuses.
Thank you, Judge. As previously stated, there was a child support review conference held on February 12, 2025, in which Ms. Montgomery did participate and sign off on that proposed order. However, Mr. Walker did not participate. Ms. Montgomery has requested today some amendments to that proposed order, and Mr. Walker is not in agreement with any terms of that proposed order, Your Honor. So I would like to read the state's amended proposed order into the record before I take testimony.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's proposed order is that there be no finding of family violence, no non-disclosures included, that the parties be named joint managing conservators of the child, and that Ms. Montgomery have no geographic restriction as to where she can live with the child, that Mr. Walker would have visitation with the child 1 weekend per month on Saturday, Sundays from 12 noon to 6 p.m. unsupervised until the child reaches the age of 3. And then that Mr. Walker would have a standard visitation schedule for parties living more than 100 miles apart at that time. The state also proposes that Mr. Walker would pay cash medical support of $322 per month beginning May 1st, 2025, that Ms. Montgomery would maintain the child's health and dental coverage through the marketplace, that Mr. Walker will pay cash dental support of $16 per month, also beginning May 1st, 2025, that Mr. Walker would pay current child support of $949 per month, also beginning May 1st, 2025, that there be a retroactive child support judgment from January 7th, 2024 to April 30th, 2025, in the amount of $14,766.00, and that Mr. Walker will pay that back by paying $124 per month also beginning May 1st, 2025, that there be no retroactive medical support or dental support judgments, and that court costs would be assessed to Mr. Walker 60 days from today. So I would like to start by calling Miss Montgomery. Miss Montgomery, what is the name of the child that is subject of this case?
Khaleesi Yvonne Montgomery.
This is where the father's attorney steps in, laying out the timeline like a brick-by-brick collapse of communication. He points out the original agreement was reached through email binding under Michigan court rules, and yet somehow it's been sitting for over a year, with zero progress. Instead of clarity, there's been delay after delay. And he makes it clear that every month, this order isn't fixed, puts his client deeper into an unnecessary overpayment. The attorney's tone says it all. This isn't a legal fight, it's administrative negligence. And now the cleanup has landed squarely in the court's lap.
And how old is she?
She is 1 year and 10 months.
Okay, who's the mother of that child?
Regine Olivia Montgomery. That is me.
Okay, and did you receive DNA results? Did you receive DNA results today confirming that Mr. Walker is the father of the child?
Yes.
Okay. Were you married to anyone at the time the child was born or conceived?
No.
Okay. Did you hear the state's amended proposed order that I read into the record?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in agreement with each and every term of that proposed order?
Yes.
Okay. And do you believe that this would be in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
Okay. Is it in fact correct that there has not been a pattern or history of family violence between you and Mr. Walker?
Correct.
Is it also correct that you are not requesting a non-disclosure of your phone number, address, email information in this order?
Correct.
Okay. As far as visitation is concerned, when did you said the child is 1 year and 10 months old, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When did Mr. Walker meet the child in person for the first time?
September 18th. It was on a Saturday on the weekend.
September 18th of what year?
2025, this year.
Okay. So essentially 2 months ago, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any, since he has met the child, have you allowed him to visit with the child?
Yes.
Okay. And when did he visit with the child?
This was October 14th through the 18th.
Okay. And did he take the child for overnight visits on his own?
Yes.
Okay. And it sounds like you do not have any safety concerns with him visiting with the child. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. Pass the witness. And I would like to call Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, did you receive a copy of the DNA results confirming that you are the father of the child subject of this case?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also hear the state's proposed amended order that I read into the record moments ago?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in agreement with each and every term of that proposed order?
No.
Okay. Could you tell the court specifically which parts of that proposed order you do not agree with?
The initial child support for 945, if I'm not right. Yeah.
Okay. Only the child support is what you don't agree with?
No, I'm just stating one by one. So that, and also Regine being the custodial parent for Khaleesi.
Okay. So are you saying that you're wanting to be the custodial parent of the child?
Yes, please.
Here's where things get even more interesting. The mother's stand-in attorney admits she doesn't know much about the case because the original attorney abruptly withdrew, basically leaving her client drifting without guidance. She even asked the father's side to adjourn the hearing for a few weeks, but the court cuts that off immediately. After a full year of delays, they're done waiting. And when the emails show both parties agreed last April, the referee has zero patience left. Her message is sharp. The agreement is binding. The delay is unacceptable. And the court rule leaves no room for escape.
Okay. So the conservatorship essentially the visitation if you're wanting to be the primary parent and the child support, correct?
Yes, please.
So
Okay.
why are you requesting and you've met the child just once and kept the child since October? Why are you requesting to be the custodial parent?
Okay, so from the day that she was pregnant and to the day that she gave birth last year, I wasn't in the United States. I was back home for 9 months when my mom was medically ill that she almost lost her life. So I was back home.
What's back home? Where's that?
Ghana. I was in Ghana, Africa. Yeah, visiting my mom because she was ill. So I was.
So get to the point of why should I remove this child who's lived with her mother her entire life and you've only met her twice for you to have custody?
Yes.
That's my question.
Yes, please. Yes, please. 'Cause, I do not believe that Regine would be the best mom or to take care of Khaleesi raising her because of how she treats Khaleesi. And also
Be specific. Wait, be specific. What do you mean? How does she treat her? Be specific.
well, I was visiting her last in September, and then she was disciplining the child, whooping her. And also, she lied to me about paying daycare, and that was a lie. So the fund that she requested from me to pay for daycare, she wasn't using it for daycare.
Okay. Next question, Ms. Brown Mitchell.
Okay,
Now pay attention because this is where the narrative flips. The mother's temporary attorney tries to raise concerns about fairness, but the father's attorney checks it instantly. He points out that his client has been paying more than required for months, and the reduction to $2,000 was never contested. Even the mother herself confirms she never had an issue with the amount. The court breaks it down clean. When someone overpays, the support temporarily drops to balance it out. No one is losing money. It's simply correcting the numbers. The court isn't buying hesitation anymore.
you live in San Antonio, is that correct?
Yes, please.
Okay, so if this court were to make you the custodial parent, essentially the child would be moving far away from home to live with you in San Antonio. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. You said you are not in agreement with the child support. Do you have any other biological children under the age of 18?
No, please.
Okay. Do you pay any union dues?
No, please.
Okay. And so do you understand that child support is a mathematical calculation based on your income and giving you credit for things like union dues and other children not before the court?
Yes, please.
Okay. You pass the witness, and I will defer to the court regarding all of the terms of this proposed order,
All right.
Judge.
Whose witness is Mr. Bell?
My witness.
Okay. Do you want to call Mr. Bell?
Yes, please.
All right, Mr. Bell, unmute yourself. Mr. Bell, can you hear me, sir? Unmute yourself. Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Walker, it's not a conversation to Mr. Bell. You have to ask him questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You may proceed with your questions for Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bell,
Here comes the twist everyone was waiting for. The mother finally speaks, and her story highlights just how badly her representation failed her. She explains that she repeatedly told her attorney she agreed to the $2,000 amount and wanted it entered. But instead of moving forward, the attorney told her to sit back and leave it since she was receiving the higher $2,300. That advice ends up creating the entire overpayment issue. Her frustration is clear. She wasn't fighting anything, but her attorney's inaction made it look like she was. The court immediately recognizes the problem.
with you being a witness from the day that you were leaving with Regine, what did you notice and activities during your visit?
Guys spending nights over there, leaving out of the bedroom in the mornings. Very disrespectful. She keeps the nastiest house in the world. She stole from me. I seen stuff that no, I'm her father. but I wouldn't want to see my granddaughter raised by her. What she trying to do to
So,
you?
Mr. Bell, your child is Miss Montgomery?
That's right, ma'am. That's
Okay.
right, Judge.
All right.
That's right, Judge.
All right. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Wait, Miss Montgomery. Wait 1 second. You're going to get to ask him questions, Miss Montgomery. He's the witness right now. Okay. So,
To show the disrespect that she showed me to have a child raised up by her? No. I only been with him. I talked with Duke 3-4 months ago. We getting to know each other so we can meet each other in person, so we can know each other. We finally met when I was down there in October.
Objection
Man,
unresponsive.
sustained. Okay. Make sure you're just answering the question. So you're
I'm
saying
sorry.
there's men that are not, that she's not married to a significant other coming in and out, and the home is kept unsanitary. Is there any other reason why you believe that your daughter shouldn't have custody of the baby?
Now the court takes over and gives a masterclass in reality. The mother brings up her job change and childcare costs, hoping to revisit the numbers soon, but the referee stops her cold. Parenting time is 0, meaning her income doesn't affect this calculation at all. The child support formula relies almost entirely on the father's income, and when it comes to daycare, the court warns her, calculating it might not change anything once tax credits are factored in. It's a moment where the referee essentially says don't chase adjustments you don't fully understand.
I don't think she can do it. I know she can't do it. She can't take care of Khaleesi by herself. She can't. She hunts down babysitters. She ain't got no. She can't afford the daycare. She tried to pump him out. I was going to live down there with her to take care to do the babysitting. But after what she did to me, no. So when I'm seeing what she did in them 20 days of what she was doing, the activities, no. No, ma'am, I wouldn't want my granddaughter raised by her own mother. No. And that's on the Bible. I put my hand on the Bible.
So
That's all I gotta say.
did you discuss whatever you thought was inappropriate with your daughter?
When she raised her voice at me the third day before I left, God knows he must have held me back and put my hands on, so I didn't say nothing for 3 days. I didn't eat nothing for 3 days. When she dropped me off at the Greyhound, she got my bag. She helped me get my bags out. I just sat on the curb. She thought I was going to come back to the car and hug and say goodbye. No, that's how mad I was.
Your Honor, I have some questions for the witness.
Okay, but Mr. Walker hasn't finished his questions. Okay, Mr. Walker, next question of Mr. Bell.
Closing in on the finish line, the referee delivers the final clarity. She explains how daycare calculations work over a year, how tax credits factor in, and why rushing back to court may only waste time and money. She reminds both sides that attorneys often argue over tiny numbers while clients pay the price. The court sees this case for what it is, a simple agreement that spiraled into chaos due to delays, miscommunication, and withdrawn counsel, with no objections left and both parties aligned.